Elon Musk was on the Joe Rogan podcast recently and dropped some new details on the Tesla Roadster as well as the Tesla Cybertruck, which are probably some of the two most hyped Tesla vehicles in their pipeline currently. And no, there was no smoking of weed, so you can hold your jokes, but basically threw off all the timelines that we thought there were to expect. So originally, if we go way back to the unveiling of the Tesla Roadster, they said it would come in 2020. That looks to not be the case based on how they're going to be rolling out the Plaid powertrain, which I detailed earlier, how they're going to experiment with the tri-motor setup on the Model S first, then bring it to the Roadster, and after that the Model X. But in this podcast, he said that they decided they want to prioritize the Cybertruck before the Roadster. Now, there's a very optimistic way to look at this, and there's a realistic way to look at this. The optimistic way is Cybertruck is way ahead of schedule, and because they've seen so much tremendous demand for it, they decided to prioritize that in their factories and start producing the Cybertruck as soon as possible so that they can keep up with the insane demand they're having for it. Or, the far more likely option, the Roadster is still in development and will not even come out until after the Cybertruck is on schedule to come out. So this means no, the Roadster might not even come out next year, which bums me out a lot because I know there's been a whole lot of hype, especially for those of you who got enough Tesla referrals to get a Roadster for free. Andy Marquez, I know you're watching. This must suck, because you get your referrals and you're like, cool, in 2 years I get a free Roadster or 2 free Roadsters. And now the 2 years are up and you're like, okay, it's this year. And now you find out, oh, well, the timelines have changed. It actually might be next year. And now you find out, oh, well, now it might be end of 2022. But the good news is Elon said the Roadster is kind of looked at as dessert and they should kind of focus on the meat and greens of the meal first. But that the Roadster would have some insane specifications that beat that of the prototype they unveiled in 2017. When Joe asked him about the 0 to 60 time being 1.9 seconds, Elon reiterated that that would be the base model. So now I'm wondering if the SpaceX package with those air cannons and everything, is that just going to be included at this point? Or are they actually just somehow beating the specifications that they originally put out there? He did clarify that the wait would be worth it for those who are waiting on the Roadster, but I think it's understandable why that's not a huge priority for the company right now. And I also think it's more interesting at the idea of rearranging the timeline so that they can accommodate for the Cybertruck because there is so much tremendous demand for it. I hope this can be a quick turnaround, and I can hope they can get the Gigafactory, or the Terrafactory it might be called now, up and running for the Cybertruck as soon as possible, but I can't help but say it doesn't seem like there's a way this is going to be ahead of schedule when the Cybertruck factory location has yet to be announced. I mean, we're like 95% certain it's going to be in Texas because when Elon was talking about Battery Investor Day, which apparently is in like 2 weeks, because they said third week of May, but there's still no official date for it. I'll let you know when we get one, but they haven't announced the location of the factory yet, which means that we're definitely a good year and a half away from production officially beginning and deliveries, of course, after that. So, I mean, if some miraculous way they're able to get the factory up and running as fast as they did in Giga Shanghai, which that was in China, this one's probably going to be in Texas, so it probably won't go up that quickly, but knowing that Tesla sees tremendous demand for this type of vehicle means that they're going to prioritize it and try to actually reach their deadline on this one. Sort of how, the Tesla Semi did not come out on schedule, and now it's delayed till 2021, but there's probably a whole lot more revenue potential with the Model Y, which is why, hey, that vehicle came out 6 months ahead of schedule, and I know it has a lot of similarities with the Model 3 and everything, but it shows you that when Tesla sees a vehicle that has the potential to compete on a very, very large market, and they know a lot of people are going to be buying into it, plus the Model Y, does not cannibalize their battery production as much as the Tesla Semi does, that's why they prioritized it, and they set their sights on it, and boom, we're able to deliver the Model Y way ahead of schedule, and there's people driving it on the road today. So I'm hoping we get something kind of similar with the Cybertruck. I know there's all kinds of delays right now because of the pandemic, but manufacturing in California is slowly reopening back up, at least the governor is allowing that, and hopefully that means that the Tesla Fremont factory can be up and running within the next couple weeks, potentially as soon as tomorrow. I saw a few people floating out there, but we don't know for sure, so I don't want to confirm anything, but good news for the Cybertruck, I guess, if they want to prioritize that, or maybe it's just super bad news because it means that the truck is going to come out on schedule end of 2021 and the Roadster won't come out until after that, which will likely be somewhere in 2022. Yeah, that bums me out. So I figured I'd keep you guys in the loop so you don't have unrealistic expectations, but what do you guys think of the timelines? Feel free to hit me up over on Twitter, join my Discord, and we can speculate endlessly and needlessly more over there. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.